All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I just wanted to do this video on this question that I was asked. All right, the individual by the name of Sharon Carter had asked, "How do you properly fast?" Okay, so I told him I was going to do a video on it. Lord willing, edify. Okay, because we got to understand also that when we do these videos, it's not it's not only for seasoned brothers or those who've been watching for a while. Sometimes you have newcomers, that might, have certain questions, or, just in general, certain questions will be asked. So, Lowell and I'm gonna go into it and to be edifying. I say the most common way, all right, to fast is, to abstain from food and water, okay, for a certain period of time. All right, now there's different types of fast, but I say the most intense would be the abstinence of food and water. Okay, because you can fast from pleasurous things, things that are, like music or whatever other things, but it's you really afflict yourselves when you fast from food and water, because those are things that your body craves. Those are things that your body so-called needs. Okay, and when you fasting is spiritual, because when you abstain from this, from food and water, your body becomes weak, but your spirit becomes strong. All right, your spirit becomes strong. What happens is usually, the scriptures say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That weak flesh tends to sometimes hinder or try to draw down the spirit when it comes to certain things, you know, like disciplining yourself. But once that flesh is weak, your spirit, you're able to think clearly in the spirit. You're able to do more things that are spiritual because your spirit is in control now. It's like it has a handicap, against the flesh. So it's fully charged, I should say. You know, Now when you fast, you can do a 1 day fast. On the Day of Atonement, everybody has to do a full 24-hour fast. From sundown to sundown. Okay, you don't eat any food, you don't drink any water. Okay, but that really is up to you how long, or with the exception of the Day of Atonement. But when you fast on your own, it's up to you how long. If your spirit, you and the Lord, man. If your spirit tells you go 1, 2, 3 days, 4 days, however long, you know, the spirit is on you to fast for, then you do it. Now what I want to address concerning that is this right here, Matthew 6 verse 16. It says, "Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward." You see, fasting is not something that, you're supposed to announce necessarily. You're not supposed to announce that you're fasting. What the Lord is saying here is you have people that are, purposely make it look to where you can tell that, oh, this person is fasting. It gives them that vain glory of like, damn, this person, look how devoted they are. Look how spiritual. Oh, the Lord must really be dealing with them. Damn, look at him. Damn, he's really going. That's not what fasting is about. Fasting is between you and the Lord. Nobody has to know. Okay, because when you take something seriously, you don't do it because people are looking. You do it because you do it. You know, when you're hungry, you eat. You don't wait for everybody to be there before you eat so they can see, oh, look, he's eating. He must be hungry. No, you eat whether people are there or not. You know. So when you fast, that's between you and the Lord. So it says here, verse 17, "But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly." So once again, it's between you and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's between you and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do, and, it's not anything, anything that the world necessarily has to know. Okay, and I'm going to get another precept here. All right, this is Ezra chapter 8, and I'll start at verse 21. It says, then I proclaimed a fast there at the river Ahava, that we might afflict ourselves before our power, to seek him a right way for us, for our little ones, and for our substance. All right. So he said to afflict ourselves. All right. That means when you don't eat and you don't drink water, you're afflicting yourself. Okay, because your body is it's starting to get hit. It's starting to get hurt. You know, your body is being deprived, okay, or afflicted because it's not getting the food and the water it wants. Okay, but the spirit is growing and the spirit is getting stronger. All right, so to point blank period answer your question is when you fast, like I said, the main way, all right, would be a complete fast, which is no food, no water. You can do a fast of where you only drink water, you don't eat any food. All right, you could do a fast of other ways. Like you could eat only fruits. Fruits and vegetables as a sort of one way to do it. But I think the most, I mean, personally, I speak as a man, but personally, I feel the most effective way is no food, no water. All right, just full on fast, and the amount of the however long you do it, that's between you and the Lord. However long the Spirit is on you to do it, you go ahead and you do it. But it will grow you in the Spirit. You know, the Lord will, because when you go that extra mile for the Lord, when you do it and you show the Lord, He'll look at you and He'll hear your prayers that much more. Okay, and whatever you pray for, being that it's not something like some vain thing. All right, then the Lord will answer your prayers. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much the answer to your question. All right, the main thing, the reason I wanted to do a video on it was to bring out these precepts here about those that did, like the Lord said, they disfigured their face and all that to make it seem like, oh, I'm fasting. Oh, by the way, I'm fasting. Hey, did you know I'm fasting? You got certain people. Oh, you can't say that around them. You can't talk about food around them because they're fasting. Like that extra BS, man. That's unnecessary. All right, that's unnecessary, man. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Lord willing, brothers were edified. All right. Lord willing, I was able to answer your question. Okay, and Lord willing, I was edifying to the elect. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Machak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.